Greetings, my people. It's your boy coming at you straight from, well, not from The Daily Show, but you get the idea. Look, we all know elections matter, right? It's like picking a driver for a long road trip. Do you want someone who's going to respect the rules of the road, get you there safely, and maybe even crack a few good jokes along the way? Or someone who's going to drive you straight into a ditch? That's what we're talking about today. And let me tell you, some of my African brothers and sisters, they've been handed some pretty questionable maps lately. Now, I'm not here to point fingers. Okay, maybe a little bit, because today we're diving deep into 5 African countries that, shall we say, might be regretting their choices at the ballot box. And before you at me in the comments, remember, this is coming from a place of love. We're all part of this crazy, beautiful continent, and we gotta look out for each other, because when one of us stumbles, it impacts all of us. So buckle up, get ready to learn, and as always, keep it real. Kenya, the land of breathtaking safaris, vibrant culture, and some head-scratching political decisions. Look, I'm the first one to celebrate Kenya's progress. They've made incredible strides. But even with all that potential, even with that entrepreneurial spirit, they've had some leaders. Man, let's just say they missed the turn for Good Governance Avenue and ended up on Corruption Boulevard. And the consequences? Well, you see it in the daily struggles, the lack of opportunities for the youth, the feeling that maybe, just maybe, things could be a whole lot better. The people of Kenya deserve better. And look, I know elections are never easy. There are always going to be challenges. But sometimes you gotta ask yourself, are we really putting our best foot forward? Or are we letting old habits, tribal lines, and empty promises hold us back? Because here's the thing about bad leadership. It's like a bad case of termites. It eats away at the foundation of a nation, slowly but surely. And by the time you see the real damage, it's almost too late. So to my Kenyan brothers and sisters, I say this. You have the power to change course. You have the power to demand better. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Nigeria, Nigeria, Nigeria. Where do I even begin? You're the most populous nation in Africa, a cultural powerhouse, the land of jollof rice so good it could bring world peace. Okay, maybe not world peace, but you get the point. You've got it all. So why, oh why, are things not better for the everyday Nigerian? The potential here is staggering, but it's like they say, potential unfulfilled is just, well, it's just sad. And a big part of that is choosing leaders who campaign on promises but govern on self-interest. We've seen it time and time again. The allure of power, the pull of greed, it can corrupt even the best of intentions. And when that happens, it's the people who suffer. Look, I know Nigerians are resilient. You've weathered storms that would make other nations crumble. But resilience shouldn't mean accepting the bare minimum. It shouldn't mean settling for leaders who are more interested in lining their pockets than serving the people. Nigeria, you are a giant. Now start acting like it. Demand better. Vote better. And for goodness sake, don't let anyone steal your jollof rice recipe. Chapter 3. Gambia, small nation, big lessons. Now, some of you might be thinking, Gambia? What's she going on about Gambia for? But my friends, don't underestimate the power of perspective. Sometimes, the smallest nations offer the biggest lessons. Gambia, with its beautiful beaches and warm people, has also seen its fair share of political turmoil. They've experienced firsthand what happens when power goes unchecked, when dissent is silenced, and when the voices of the people are ignored. But here's the thing about Gambia. They've also shown us the power of resilience, the importance of fighting for democracy, and the possibility of change. They've reminded us that no matter how small a nation may be, the spirit of its people can never be truly extinguished. And that, my friends, is a powerful message for us all. So Gambia, we see you, we hear you, and we stand with you in your pursuit of a brighter future. Chapter 4, Sierra Leone. From conflict to complacency? Sierra Leone, you've been through the fire and come out the other side. You know the cost of conflict, the devastation of war, and yet even after enduring so much, you've shown the world the true meaning of forgiveness, of reconciliation, of rebuilding. But here's the thing about peace. It's not a destination, it's a journey. It requires constant vigilance, a commitment to justice, and leaders who prioritize the needs of the people over personal gain. And that's where Sierra Leone, I gotta be honest, sometimes falls short. It's like you've climbed to the top of the mountain, but you've forgotten to pack water for the journey back down. Complacency can be a dangerous thing, especially in a nation still healing from its wounds. So Sierra Leone, remember the lessons of your past. Remember the sacrifices made, the lives lost. Don't let the hard-won peace slip away because of apathy or a failure to hold your leaders accountable. Chapter 5. Dr. Congo. A heart of darkness or a beacon of hope? Ah, the Democratic Republic of Congo. A land so rich in resources, so vibrant in culture, it's almost overwhelming. But also a land plagued by conflict, by exploitation, by a history so brutal it's hard to comprehend. The DRC is a stark reminder that leadership matters. It's a reminder that when corruption festers, when greed takes hold, it's the innocent who suffer the most. For too long, the DRC has been seen as a place of darkness, a place of despair. But I refuse to believe that's all it can be. The Congolese people deserve better. They deserve leaders who will champion their needs, who will fight for their future, who will harness the nation's vast potential and turn it into prosperity for all. The DRC has the power to be a beacon of hope, not just for Africa, but for the world. But it will take courage, it will take commitment, and it will take leadership that puts the people first. So to the people of the DRC, I say this: your story is not yet written. The future is yours to claim. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Outro: a brighter future for Africa. It starts with us. We've covered a lot of ground today, my friends. We've talked about challenges, about frustrations, about the consequences of choosing the wrong leaders. But amidst all of that, I want to leave you with a message of hope. Because here's the thing: Africa is not a lost cause. Far from it. We have everything we need to succeed: the people, the resources, the resilience, the drive. What we need now is a change in mindset. We need to stop seeing ourselves as victims of circumstance and start seeing ourselves as architects of our own destiny. We need to stop voting for our uncles, our aunties, our cousins, just because they're family. We need to vote for the person who is most qualified, the person who will put the country first, the continent first. Imagine an Africa where your passport wasn't just a piece of paper, but a key that unlocked endless possibilities. Imagine an Africa where your neighbor wasn't just someone who lived next door, but a brother, a sister, a fellow traveler on this journey we call life. That's the Africa I believe in. That's the Africa we can build together. So, to my brothers and sisters across the continent, I leave you with this: let's choose wisely. Let's demand better. Let's create the Africa we deserve. As always, thanks for watching, keep it real, and let's liberate this continent together. Peace.